If you've ever duct taped new clauses onto an old contract, this video is for you. Instead of duct taping and piecemealing your contract together, what you need is one solid client contract that protects you, matches your working style, and sets the foundation for your entire business. Hello, I'm Kiff, your friendly legal eagle behind the artist JD. And for 15 years, I've helped creatives write contracts that are clear, kind, and effective. Today, I'm going to walk you through the essential sections your contract needs. Hit like if you're ready to have a contract that matches your working style. What I see often from creatives is they buy a template online and then the template doesn't quite match their working style. So they go to Google and they Frankenstein a bunch of clauses together to create their contract. And that contract actually creates a lot of confusion because neither the creative or the client completely 100% understand it. And so creating a contract that matches you and your working style and covers things like payment, timeline, boundaries, refunds, and ownership is actually going to create a better client experience from day one. So how do you get there? How you get there partially is thinking about your working style from start to finish and making sure you explain how that process works, the predetermined outcomes when certain common hiccups occur, so that you know exactly what will happen when things get off track. If you need some help figuring out how to deal with common hiccups, late payments, clients ghosting you, projects stalling out, needing to reset boundaries, or having refund or reschedule requests, then make sure you check the other videos out in this playlist. But the structure of your contract is going to help solve some of these problems. In pretty much every video in this playlist, I've talked about how a contract cover page can really set the tone for your client relationship. It helps keep projects on track because clients don't have to hunt and peck and find the important details they care about. They are able to see up front and center what you need in order to have the outcome that they want from the situation. So the client is hiring you because you're an expert and they believe that you can deliver them a specific outcome. They believe that you can deliver them the outcome that you've shown on your website of past clients, or they've heard from friends, or that you explained to them in the discovery call. They believe that you can give them that outcome. And so the cover page is going to say, this is the process necessary, what I need from you, and what I'm going to give you in order for that outcome to happen. And so that cover page is going to give clients those important details they care about and those things you need from them in order to deliver them that outcome, to make sure projects don't stall out, to make sure momentum keeps going, to make sure you really deliver on the promise you gave them when they signed the contract. The other thing on this cover page is bullet points are your best friend. Most people don't read contracts. And so the simpler we can make it, the more scannable we can make it, the more likely it is that they're going to see and get the information that we know that is important. So you're going to want to have that cover page. You also want to make sure you're covering the scope of work. Now, what's important with the scope of work is not just explaining what's included, but explaining what's not included. So if only 2 revisions are included, spell out 2 revisions are included. Additional revisions will be billed at $150 an hour. If you don't include certain things in your package that maybe are commonly included when you work with another service professional like yourself, then you want to make sure you call out that that's not included in case they've worked with professionals before and just assume in their head that this would be included. Remember, the goal of a contract is to make sure we're not unintentionally disappointing our clients because we had different versions in our heads about how the project was going to proceed. The contract gets everybody on the same page by literally getting everybody on the same page. And so the more of these things we can take out of our head and put onto the page of the contract, the more likely it is that we and our clients are going to have the same understanding. In addition to the scope of work, we want to have payment terms. What's due when, what happens when they don't pay on time, and how refunds do or don't work. We want to spell out timelines and milestones and what happens if they're slow to respond. We want to explain IP ownership and usage rights, who owns what and what the other person can do with it. So if you continue to own copyright, what rights are they granted? What are they allowed to do with your work? If you're in a work for hire situation and they're going to own copyrights, then are you allowed to continue to use it in your portfolio? Are you going to get a license back from them to use it to promote your future work? How do cancellations and reschedules work? What happens if it's a one-off situation or if it's a repeated situation? And how can you walk away if it's not working for you or if they have bad behavior? Can either of you walk away for any or no reason? Or can you only walk away if somebody is acting badly? How are you going to gracefully exit this situation if it no longer makes sense? So those are all the topics that this contract that matches your working style should cover. We should have those clauses explain your working style and your process, not somebody else's. Your contract should support you and your business and protect you, not somebody else or how a lawyer that doesn't even know you and your business envisions that your business works. We created our businesses for freedom and flexibility to work with the clients that we want to work with, to earn the money that we want to earn. And having a contract that doesn't support you is actually a hindrance, not a help to that process. If you're done patching your contract together and want a simple, single working document, comment ready below. Now, just because you have a great contract doesn't mean that clients aren't going to have questions and you're not going to run into hiccups. And often that happens over email. And so if you join me for Copy Paste Legal Week, I'm going to give you 5 ready-to-use email scripts for the exact moments that most commonly come up, so that you have something to quickly copy and paste into the client email to respond to them. And when you join us for the challenge, you'll also have the option of joining the Artist Courtyard, where you can get access to contract templates and resources that help you customize your contract to work for you and your working style without guesswork. Can't wait to see you inside the challenge and the community.